I tie with my little eye, something beginning with Y. Y? For yummy, of course. I Thai is all about giving you the experience of dining the Thai way in an authentic Thai house setting. This is a superior quality Thai restaurant with a setting to match. The owners aim to serve upmarket Thai cuisine in designer surroundings with sensational views. Raised on Thai takeaway, Australians have grown to love their Thai food, cheap and cheerful. Note, don't go to I Thai expecting the food to be quick or cheap. You won't be served curried prawns from a bain-marie here. It's so very easy to get comfortable at I Thai. Petit filet, Wagyu rump, grain-fed, Angus sirloin on the bone. The art of choosing a really good steak is just as important as choosing a good drop of red. White wine and steak? Medium rarely. So Keith, I'm sat in Stearson's and I'm spoiled for choice by the amount of steak you have on the menu. Talk me through so I can make my decision.
Well, we do have a lot of different choices at Stearson's. Here we have a fillet, grass-fed, very, very lean. So it's great if you're conscious about the fat content. Here we've got a strip loin, it's grain-fed, there's a little bit more fat content there, much more buttery flavor, but again, reasonably lean. And then if you get something like a cube roll, like this is a Wagyu cube roll, you can tell it's
What does Wagyu mean?
Wagyu means cattle from Japan, technically. So they're fed on a lot more grain. This is a 300-day grain fed. But a lot of this fat you see here renders off while it's cooking, and it kind of bastes itself while it's cooking. And this one here is my favorite. It's a ribeye on the bone, dry aged. A lot of flavor there. There's good fat content. So it's beautiful.
Okay, so let's get grilling.
Okay, so first we want to season the steak, which is very, very important. Salt and pepper on both sides. And this brings the flavor out. Next, onto the hot grill.
Now, one thing when I have a barbecue is I'm always overcooking the steak. How can I test the timing on each steak?
Well, it depends on how thick the steak is, of course. And also, it depends on the fat content on the steak. So you'll find Wagyu steaks cook a lot faster than something that's a little bit leaner because the fat's in there cooking it. So this one here, we'll probably mark it up. It'll take us about 3 minutes, and then I'm going to pop it into the oven for about another 4 minutes, and then I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to rest it for a good 4 minutes again. After that, just straight onto the barbie again, just to heat it up very quickly.
I mentioned earlier that King Street Wharf is named after King George, and I am graced by the presence of yet another George, king of the prime cut, I may add. This looks great.
It is, Scott, thank you. But don't forget, Scott, we also have Moreton Bay bugs, beautiful roast duck, soft-shelled crab.
George, I came here for the steak. Why not heat up the kitchen down at La Cita, blending the very best of Spanish and Latin American cuisine. The restaurant offers Central and South American cuisine. The kitchen boasts a flame-grilled wood fire oven and imported chilies and spices for that authentic Latin bite. Or if the salsa gets too hot, then just a few dance steps either way, catch up with friends and welcome the weekend at the ever-popular leading hotspots Bungalow 8 and Cargo Bar. Both venues deliver daily dining delights, so come on, get a pizza the action. Alfresco tables and booth-style seating fill quickly during lunch hours, with many groups socialising and celebrating. Boasting a spacious outdoor beer garden, Cargo Bar is well known for its fine selection of beers, cocktails and cigars. And as the sun sets over King Street Wharf, it makes way for an evening of wicked rivalry, excitement and adventure. Experience all the nightlife that is second to none. morph into vivacious places to meet, relax with friends, and dance the night away, whatever the occasion. Couples romance and friends catch up at the picturesque waterfront retreat. Friday and Saturday nights see a very real international party atmosphere come right alive. If it's the glamourati style and sophistication you seek, then romance or rock the Casbah with the beautiful people at the Loft. So whether you're dining the day away or partying up a storm, the ultimate gourmet destination has to be King Street Wharf. Come on, be part of the scene.
To be part of the scene. To be part of the scene. To be part of the scene. To be part of the scene.
Entertaining at home this evening? Well, now's your chance to move with the Shakers and send us in here at Eat, Play and Stay your very own cocktail recipes. We're looking for the most original cocktail recipe, and I'm here with Jonas from the Loft Bar in Sydney. Jonas, what does it take to make that winning cocktail?
A little bit of creativity, I think, and just believe in yourself, and there's no right or wrong. Grab whatever you have in your fridge at the moment, apples, grapes, bananas, buy a nice bottle of rum and just go to town with it.
So there you have it, a tip from the top. Don't be afraid to experiment. It seems that our friend Jonas is raising the bar very high.
Your cocktail recipes will be judged by our two independent experts, Grant Jones, food editor of the Daily Telegraph, and Amy Cooper, chief party correspondent at the Sun Herald. Winners selected will receive 2 nights at the beautiful Bungalow Guesthouse in Byron Bay and dinner for 2 at the Italian Pacific Restaurant. Runners-up will receive a De Groot's Best Restaurant gift dining card valued at $500. There's also dinner for 2 at Munro's Restaurant and the Beachcomber Cafe in St Kilda to the value of $100 each. To enter, simply visit bestrestaurants.com.au/eatplainstay or eatplainstay.com.au and get shaken.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed our special on Sydney's King Street Wharf. Next week we'll be visiting some of Australia's finest destinations, including Port Douglas, Perth, Sydney and of course Melbourne. But in the meantime, if you'd like to check out more great places to eat, play and stay, then make sure you jump onto one of these websites. For now, it's bye from me and I'll see you next week.